Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Appreciate each and every one of you for being here. Let's get on the jet and fly all the way to Bitcoin tactical analysis. Let's have fun on this beautiful Saturday morning. Let's get it done for you. Let's stay focused. And, you know, a lot of people are running around in fear. This is the time to build banks, to stay focused. We are in a bull run, my friends. Every dip is for buying. We're above the 200 SMA on multiple big time frames, weekly, daily. That means you got to stay the course. In my humble opinion, I'm not a financial advisor, but nothing I say and do should be taken as financial advice. You know, we're going to talk about AERO right now. This coin just doesn't, you know, if I had all my money in AERO, I'd be up huge and never even got a pullback. This little dip buy for AERO at 150 got eaten up alive. We had the pull up. This was pumping into the pullback. So I couldn't understand why AERO went down so fast. It didn't make sense to me. It was an anomaly. You know what I mean? All my, 90% of my trades hit the target and continue. So when this didn't do what 90% of the trades that I put out did, I said, what is going on? And I knew AERO was so hot. It took the entire market to pull AERO down. Like, there was the only reason AERO would dump like that. So I knew there was something strange going on. Now, I'm a pattern trader. Once you leave the pattern's done. But once you come back in the pattern's back alive again. It's kind of like reviving somebody, right? They're hit, you hit them with the paddles, they're back alive again. You know what I mean? Sorry if I brought back memories. They hit my dad with the paddles. They brought him back to life like 4 times. Anyway, so 262. Shout out to my mom and dad, too. The anniversary of my father's death is approaching on May 1st. First day I'll be in Florida likely to celebrate, just his beautiful life. And, I don't cry as much anymore because I know they're with God and I believe in God. So what do I have to worry about? Why would I cry if I know they're with God and I'm going to be with them one day again? What is there to cry about? They gave me such a good life. There are some times I wish you want more. You always want a little more out of life, but what are you going to do? Anyway, let's get out of the morbidity and back into the awesomeness. But I love y'all. And I just, I share my whole life with y'all. Everything I go through. The ups and downs, the pain of death, baby. And the essence of life. The ups and downs of it all. And the ups and downs of it all. All right? Focus, man. Oh, is the focus off? My kind organics? I can't see. Stream Deck? Get yourself a Stream Deck today. Elgato Stream Deck. This is not a sponsored video. So, look, that is a diamond, right? Diamond patterns break to the downside once they break to the, so if you looked at it like a diamond, you would consider something like this. You may have never seen the diamond before. This may be your first diamond, and once in a diamond, out a diamond. I'm just saying, but, this thing is hot. In my humble opinion, it broke out of a pattern, and now the pattern, we erase this out of our minds. And we just play the pattern as if it was always in the pattern on its way to 261. So I am bullish on Aerodrome. It's also got RWA inside of it. It's got everything. It's Coinbase backed. It's, the hottest thing on Base. It's got Base, Coinbase, and RWA. What else more do you want with Aerodrome? So I start off the live stream with my favorite coin, my hottest pick of the month, really. I saw you on Jordan Cameron's last show, showing love. Blessings, my man. Yeah, Jordan to me, he's from Massachusetts, I like all the YouTubers, but, a guy from Massachusetts, how could I not show love to? You know what I mean? I'm chasing him. I have he's the guy. I want to get to 100K, man. And so I always he's been a beautiful example to live stream every single day, man. And when I came on the scene, I think he had I'd say he had 50 to 50,000 subscribers or something. So shout out to him, man. He's put out so much work and continued to grind. Bang, bang, bang. And let's talk about MYRO that went to the downside. This guy's such a hater, man. I will talk about MYRO. I always talk about my. I showed $1 million. I told my entire group that I was down $1 million yesterday. So you're full of old shoes, man. You're like, this guy never talks about his losses. That's just 100% true. Let's talk about MYRO. I put $1,000 into MYRO. It was the $1,000 challenge for MYRO. What happened to MYRO? It crashed like the entire market, right? So woe is me, right? So one setup that I put out that didn't play out, you're pissy about. Anyway, I shouldn't even give you the time of day, but I'm that real. I'm the most real person you've ever seen. So you try to call me out for 1 second, I'll lay it all out there. I'll take it all out. I'll put my guts on the table. So you don't even have the guts to put on the table like I do. I love you, man. But I earn respect. I don't play games, so don't play with me. All right? MYRO's in a beautiful accumulation at the 786. If you have any guts at all and you believe in the project, it's a beautiful time to be jumping into MYRO. All right? Don't sleep on Quack. Yeah, next. Get him out of here. Actually, get him out of here. Where is that guy? Get him out of here. He shouldn't deserve to get TA ever again. Where is he? Where is that guy? Get him out of here. Get him out. I'll let him stay for once. I'll let you stay. But, man, don't disrespect me, man. He's just mad people lost money. Sad that people put that on you. It's all good, man. MoveOn.com. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Banish him from the depths of the world. Yeah, no. Anyway, we love you all. We appreciate you all. I won't let him make me negative. I got to stay positive at all times. Do you think Duel game gets a recovery? I mean, we never bought into Duel, right? We were just watching it closely. It came out really, really early. It's still in an uptrend. Look, low, high. It's not down, right? What recovery? It's low, it's high, it's higher, low, higher, high, higher, low. I mean, it's in an uptrend, right? Unless it loses this trend, I mean, this thing looks like it's eventually going to move to the upside. Whole market looking pretty nice for a pullback here. And just, see, everyone was whining. These things were pumping and you were whining. Look, 786 retracement. It's a pretty good spot to be. If you want to see, it all depends on Bitcoin. So we're going to break down what Bitcoin is doing. We're going to have some fun, right? ATOR is also on my radar. If it can get a bounce, it is trying to lose the 200 SMA. If it can get back above there, so you just want to see if it can get back above and consolidate. See, these aren't like you buy immediately. You wait for the general area of consolidation. This consolidates, and yes, it could make a shoulder, head, and right shoulder. You have to keep all that in mind. All right, but this has been a stronger coin compared to the rest of the market. All right, bang, bang, bang. You take a look at AOIZ too as well. These are just hot coins in the market that you want to be paying attention to, in my humble opinion. All right. And this thing lost 75 all the way back down to 61. All right. And what I do is I'll look at the 8-hour 200 SMA. You want to look at your 8-hour and see where that is. And see, Rick, look, you're about to tap the 8-hour. If you lose the 8-hour, that's even worse. But, let's see if we can hold the 8-hour 200. Create some type of bigger wedge here. And then be on our way. Pull your Fibonacci's. Wait for your 618s or your 786s. Be patient. Don't overstress it. I mean, life is good, baby. Life is good. I fell through a glass door in 2017. I ripped out basically a huge shard of glass, went into my wrist. I pulled my hand out. The blood was just everywhere. It was disgusting. I held it with my hand till it just kept dripping all over the floor. A guy took his shoelace off, wrapped it on my hand. A dude kept there was an edible arrangements I was outside from. I always remember he kept giving me these white gauze things. I kept putting them on. One would fill up. I'd put another one on. They told me the ambulance was coming. I didn't know what to do. I literally pushed everyone away. I was like, wait. And then I ran away from them. I didn't even say a word. I just started running. They're like, where are you going? What are you doing? The ambulance is coming. And I just felt like I was going to die. And I ran. Now, when you run, you have your blood's pumping more, right? So, of course, I'm creating almost more blood. I fall down in the projects, the Washington houses. I want to like take you through this on Google. It was just insanity. You know, if we go to Google Earth, I'm running through the projects of Spanish Harlem screaming, I'm going to die. All right. So I just want to, and we're going to get right into the charts. Don't get me wrong. We're not going off topic really from the charts because it's all about mentality. Look, I'm going to take you to Metropolitan Hospital here in Queens. All right. And there it is right here. So I'm sitting, here's the Washington House playground that I ran through. All right. This was at 91st Street. All right. Right here. Where was the hospital? Right there. There's New York Hospital. Yeah. Metropolitan Hospital right here. I remember kicking in the doors to the Metropolitan Hospital. It was insanity. And you go up. I was on, they don't put the numbers of the streets. It's pretty whack. But I was up here on 99th Street. All right. Like somewhere in here. And I ran, crossed the Washington houses, fell down in the park, picked myself up, blood everywhere, kicked in the door screaming, I'm going to die. I'm going to die. And there was blood everywhere. Yeah. So that's when I was living in Spanish Harlem here in New York City. I spent a long time in New York City. Anyway, yeah, so today I'm not dead or bleeding out the hand. And so every time I think about my life, I look at myself and I feel this giant scar here, and I look at, and it's a nasty scar. And I remember that I'm alive, baby, and we have so much to live for, and that we are the opportunity. So if that doesn't inspire you to keep moving, if you're not ready for the next day every single day, if you don't realize that today is a blessing, because you may not get it, you know what I mean? Every single day is a blessing in our lives, man. So anyway, let's talk about the 4-hour time frame. 4-hour came back down. Does it have a strong enough divergence playing out there? Not much, really. Someone could argue that that's a swinging up, while this somewhat swings sideways or down. They're both pretty matched. You know what I mean? You know, I'm trying to like build a story of some hidden bullish, but I don't see it. It's slight. It's like 0.01. It's not enough. But the wicks to the upside are a good buying. That's buying pressure. People are getting in to Bitcoin. I felt the need to buy Bitcoin. You got to be buying BTC at these levels. I mean, why not? Right? So this is what I was looking at for Bitcoin and the oversold region. So I made a long right here. I got out really just, 14%. I didn't do anything crazy, but I jumped in and figured you had to buy the lows, right? God made sure you got through it all. Bigger plans for a bigger man. Amen. I got the same, but fell down the stairs from a Coca-Cola glass bottle in my hand. Oh my God. Sam, thank you for the 200 MA strategy. I've been using it on the 1 minute, 5 minute, and 15 of consistent profits now. Much respect. You saved me. Amen. I'll save many a person. I'll teach you the way, man. I'll give it away for free, man. I'll give you the gold. And I shouldn't, I could kind of piecemeal it. I probably put more people in my trading group. I could kind of dangle. I don't know why I'm such a Sally when it comes to business. I give too much away. But you know what? I believe that I won't be here forever. If I don't give it away today and I pass away tomorrow, what does that say about me? I didn't get to do my destiny. My destiny is to teach as many people. See, I realize that you accomplish whatever you truly desire the universe to do, the universe will bring you. So if I said, I really want to make $1 billion, right? And everyone says, Sam, you always say you want to make $1 billion, but that's not the true desire. The true desire is to teach as many people around the world as possible. If I do that, I'll probably create many courses. I'll probably redistribute them in many languages, and I'll probably make over $1 billion, yeah? But I won't concentrate on the $1 billion. I'll concentrate on educating as many people as humanly possible. See? The money follows the goal if the goal is big enough, right? Tom Brady, I want to become the greatest football player. I want to work harder than everybody else. What if that's the goal? Then you're likely going to get the Super Bowls. You could say I want to get to the Super Bowls, but what if you don't make the goal like the actual intricate work inside of the goal? Anyway, this is a possible inverted head and shoulder here, as you can see. Just wanted to kind of piecemeal that for you. This is how we could dig our way out of here for sure. And just pattern trading, you go to the top, you go to the bottom. This was an M pattern. M's break to the downside. We got the measured move. This was an M pattern. The M broke to, you know what I mean? So both M said you're going to break down. That's an M. M's break to the downside. With a lower low, too, is even more bearish. You know what I mean? You're opening up your day like Spartan from the 300. This is Sparta. Shout out to Andrew Garcia. Follow the money. Tom Brady took lower pay for his fellow players. Look at that. I like what he just said. Because he wanted to win. Winning was more important than the money. You know what I mean? And now, look, he'll get so much accolades. He'll get all these other endorsements. When he wins, he'll get endorsements. And he'll get the money. You get it? Because he'll get some commercial. Or he'll get ripped off by FTX. Anything can happen. Sorry, I had to. I love Tommy. Tom's probably busy. I want to actually work with Tom one day, so I hope, shouldn't say stuff like that. But I love you, Tommy. It happens to the best of us sometimes. I guess, hey, the kid was like quirky with the little hair. He looked harmless, right? You were big Tom Brady. You think, what could, Funny that video when he's like, Tom, he kind of messes with you, and I'm wondering if he's messing with you. That was a really weird video. Or you guys were like joking around. It was kind of strange. All right, so, and then let's break it down. You have a low, you have a high, you have a higher low. You have basically a higher high, you have a higher low. That's an uptrend. You know what I mean? You're in an uptrend right now in a midi trend as long as you don't lose this low. So as long as Bitcoin doesn't break 64,400 and close a candle below this level, I'm bullish, period. I mean, that's a bullish trend, right? You're still in a trend. You got low stochastics. You're low on the RSI now. There's a high likelihood we could get a move to the upside. Let's take a look at BOOKMAP, which is going to be pretty flat on a Saturday after a massacre like that on a Friday afternoon. Most people are just like going to go for a walk. Not a lot of people want to look at their crypto portfolios today. Not many people are going to go live. You're going to see a lot of the YouTubers kind of just like, crickets. But they'll be back. There it is. I know I had those crickets somewhere. Where are those crickets? In my jacket? So anyway, 67,260 for Bitcoin. It does have a level of liquidity at 61K. That's all we got cooking for us. Pretty flat on the order book, right? It does say, hey, if we go anywhere at 61,000, but only time will tell, right? So that's where we stand right now for the 4 hour. The 4 hour suggests to move back to the upside, bouncing off the bottom of the channel. So far, we've got it. Let's take a look at our daily time frame as well. Our daily, still in a bit of a bearish tone here on the stochastics. Didn't even cross the dotted line yet. Says there could be some more downside. Let's take a look at the daily candle today. And let's look at yesterday's daily candle. So we're all freaking out, but look, we were lower than this just 7 days ago, on April 3rd and 2nd. So I don't know why we're bugging. It's weird how much fear comes into the market. You know what it was? It was the altcoins. Like, we had taken these dips before, but the altcoins have been strong. The altcoins took a massive dump. That was the difference yesterday than all the other days. You're just looking at, like, how is this coin back where it was in December? I've been holding it for 4 months. Like, that's a little weird. When you hodl for 4 months and then all your gains are erased literally in like 5 hours. I mean, that's a shock. That's what happens in cryptocurrency. They do it all the time, So look, we opened at $70,006.22. The high was $71,227.46. The low was $65,086.86, and the candle would close at $67,116. Only down $2,800 on an asset that's $70,000. Like, we didn't even lose 5%. We lost under 5%, right? 4.31% down $2,889 and 71 cents. All right. I fear it saves me money. Discounts everywhere. Sammy is unique. He will show up no matter what. No days off, baby. Shout out to Mars Solo in the house. It's already don't think about money. Just watch the charts and learn how to read the charts. Most important. I like what that man just said. When I started chasing money, I did okay. I had some ups and downs. When I started chasing knowledge in the charts, that's when everything changed. I will tell you, every single time the 4 hours had a wick like this, we've moved up. We've moved up. We've moved up. We've moved up. Like 90% of the time. Almost 100. And these are two big wicks. So it's just like, it's glaringly obvious that we're likely going to head to the top of the pattern, right? So I'm predicting a move to the top of the pattern. I already called it. I did even open up a long there that is still in profits if you got in. All right. And let's take a look at the 1 hour time frame and see what's happening. The daily doesn't look amazing. I'll give you that. The 1 hour's in a bit of a flag here, and it's overbought. And honestly, you could be making a shoulder, a head, and a right shoulder. I know I showed you that the 4 hour could play out, but if the smaller time frames don't give us what we want, then we can't get there. If you want to go on a 1,000, or let's say 2 mile walk, but your leg won't let you get off the stairs, then how are you going to you can't make it. Yeah. So everyone wants the bigger time frames to play out, and it's like we are at the value area lows, and we did move. Look how smooth we moved. Gap. Just a little spot right there. We didn't even get help. It just boom. And again, once you lose the 200 SMA and you close one candle below it, open up a short or get out of your long. If you're only a long trader, get out of the long at least. But look, that tells you to short the market. The 1 minute lost the 200 SMA. That told you to short the market. We go over this all the time. I know guys have been trading 10 years, can't teach you this. I know guys have been trading 20 years, can't teach you this. There it is right there. I backtested this on every single asset around the world. I've backtested this literally for 1,000 hours or more. I'm telling you, over 1,000 hours. So look how obsessed I am about coming live every day. So how obsessed do you think I am about my backtesting? So when I give you a strategy, how many times do you think I've actually gone over it? I come from my dad was prideful, right? The Price family name, he told me was so important. I don't want to damage the Price family name and look like a fool. So what I come out here and give you concepts that didn't work, if I only backtested them for a year or two, I'd be putting my reputation on a year of data. It's not the best, right? That's why a lot of YouTubers struggle because they're doing the best they can. But again, it's 5 years. They'll be 10 years. They'll be where they need to be. It's going to take time because you're teaching people data that you only have 2.5 years on. So it's good, but you don't have if you've only been trading since 2019, all right, let's say 20 or something, you only have 4 years of data. I got 15 years of data on the stuff that I've been doing, just collecting over and over again. Since I was 25, I just turned 41. So the information, and that goes the same for you. Forget about me. Everyone's like, oh, you're talking about yourself. But it's more about the situation. I'm talking about a trader. Any trader that puts in more time, sees more of the market, will have more strategies, and they'll have more data to back up the strategy. All right? Price is pretty dope family name for show. The price is right, baby. So this is a bull flag that could break to the upside. We're a little overbought on the stochastics. Previous support is resistance. This must hold. So resistance, you were able to flip it. We pointed out this bullish divergence last night in my trading group. And I said bullish divvy. I wouldn't long unless we make a flag or we get back above the resistance. You had to break back above 67,200. Remember, that's the weekly support that we've talked about many, many times on the channel too. And so now all I want is Sunday night to close weekly above 67.2. Stay away from 65.5 and we're good to go. You know what I mean? Could be just a nice little liquidation flush out, come back to the top of the channel, still get tight. And the thing about this triangle here is it could still break up or down, until we get to the end of the pennant. So even if we do get a bounce back to the upside and things get tight, still a chance we revisit and we come back down to 56,000. Where do I get 56,000, right? Well, it's just a measured move here, the length of the base of the triangle, and that's usually where the bearish move will take us. We have a high volume node sticking right there, 57.2, and it's the 0.5 Fibonacci. I drew my Fibonacci here, and we could come all the way to the golden pocket of 54 or down to 51,000. However, we would have to close a candle below 67.2 and 65.5 first. I'm strictly about the weekly support of resistance. Shout out to everybody here, Deaky. Shout out to about Vid Sniper. Shout out to Bay Kale. Shout out to Jay Knutson. Because I'm making gains. My AERO position is up huge right now. You know what I mean? And so I'm not shying away from the markets because I got a lot to talk about. And I'm excited. I see opportunity. I believe we are the opportunity. If you're the opportunity, then you are. If you believe you're not the opportunity, then you're not. Right? It's that simple. A bit of cat ears here too. 1, 2, could break to the downside. 50-minute is suggesting, though, we get a bit of a bounce here. So make this little flag and see if the 50-minute could pin the 200 SMA, but it looks like we may get a move here to the top. And look, you got above this high volume node, you got a gap here. You're likely to coming back to 69,004. Once you hit 69,004, it's kind of right back where we were. Like, we've been playing around that area. And we didn't even lose the market structure of the bigger pattern. Like, if we lost this pattern and we made a lower low, that would be devastating, right? Because if we made a low here, then you'd have to say we'd make a lower high, and then now we're saying we're in a downtrend, and it's clear. So we didn't even break the trend. So I think everyone has to relax, take a deep breath, and realize it's not that bad, honestly. So what you're going to do today, what I would likely do, is I'd be watching the 7-minute. If the 7-minute gets above the 200 SMA, fireworks, baby, fireworks. So I'd look for confirmation of 1 or 2 candles above this yellow line. Once that happens, I will open up a long, even if I don't even want to on a Saturday. I don't even like trading Saturdays. But that's a signal that I go for, and if we get it, I'm going to have to take it. I even pointed this out to the trading group last night. That was, on the 1 minute, that is that inverted head and shoulder that breaks to the upside. It's messy, but to me, it's an inverted head and shoulder that plays out, right? As long as you get that higher low and then you break this resistance, once you make a nasty dump, set up your next resistance. So like the second you dumped, I'm going to get rid of the moving averages here. You go right here and you see, well, resistance, like we must break. And you guys say, we have to break back above 67.3 to be bullish, right? And we're kind of right on it right now. You can say, at least we got to get above this, 67, 150 or 200, and then we can. And so right now we're in a standstill, very tight. 1 minute time frame isn't agreeable at the moment. It's losing the 200 SMA. If that continues to fall, if you lose this level, you will drop. We are not out of the water yet. Could we still see a bigger downtrend? We could. We really could. One thing I want to zoom out on here and show you something on the weekly. I'm just looking at the Coinbase chart on the weekly here. And, many times you do come back to the 21-day moving average, right? And the stochastics say you're going to point down. And the RSI is in kind of like a class B, C bearish div. You're like, no, lifer, they're both pointing to the upside. That's not bearish divergence. But divergence means that these lines will divide, right? So if this line continues this way and this line continues that way, they will divide each other. That is a divergence. Nonetheless, it is what it is. You see what I'm saying? So with that being said, I do see a divergence. I just call it a class A, B, or C. It's C if the angles aren't more opposing. If they're more congruent but still will divide, I call it a C. Bullish div, right? So you got two choices here. There's still a chance we're in this flag and we're doing something like this, sideways flag, and we don't dip any lower. We just continue sideways. And the 21 comes to meet, the stochastics reset. And if you have downward stochastic while sideways price action, that tells you there's just massive buy pressure. You have to remember there's people all around the world struggling. We keep thinking about the American dollar, but you have to forget, Brazil, Argentina, Georgia, Turkey, France, Ukraine, they're printing this money to zero. A $10,000 Ukrainian dollar. And they were printing the dollar in Ukraine down to zero in 1995. They've been devaluing currency since, you name it. Look, Romania in 2001, a $50,000 peso. People don't realize it takes roughly 35 years for the currency to start to kind of falter. Look, the following list of currencies is a small sample of fiat currencies throughout the past 1,000 years that have collapsed due to corrupt and incompetent monetary policymaking. Hyperinflation is one of the most common precursors to a fiat currency's collapse. Keep in mind that most of these currencies below collapsed within the lifetime of most baby boomers living today. So hyperinflation and currency collapses are not exceptionally rare events. In fact, the average lifespan of a fiat currency is only about 35 years, which means these events happen much more frequently than many people realize. See, they don't want you to know this. Every time I show this, it's like the truth is out, right? And this doesn't create fear and panic. This creates knowledgeable individuals that are able to better themselves by disassociating themselves or hedging against a monetary policy that does not work and does not move, right? Bitcoin just getting a bit of a move here out of the channel. So let's see. The 7 minute should have breached the 200 SMA. Let's have some fun. Let me get rid of my scribbles here so you can actually see what's happening and get busy. So the 7 minute just breached the 200. I just got the signal that I'm talking about. Let me see if I can get a candle close here in 6 minutes and 35 seconds for Bitcoin. Bit of a Sammy cup and handy. Do you see it or do you not? Sammy cup and handy to the upside. There's always opportunity, everybody. Whenever I show up on the charts, there's opportunity because I can find the opportunity because we are the opportunity. The charts provide a possibility, but if we don't think it's possible, then there's no opportunity. I keep realizing how much it makes so much sense. See, it hits me now when I simplify things. We all think that the mind is not the opportunity. Yes, the world about you gives you possibilities. So yes, like, oh, I could take this job. I could take that job. I could make my YouTube channel. I could go after what I love, right? Today, right now, you have a choice. Do you go to work or do you build work? Do you begin to work on something internally for yourself? See, I used to go to jobs every day. And I was such a hard worker because I toiled. We're all good toil. I think if you believe in God and you're hard work, I come from hard work and energy. You're going to be a good worker to wherever you go. If you're a moral person, you're going to give in the work. They're paying you. You got to do what you've been paid for, right? That's the agreement that you made. And so I was a hard worker, very, very hard. And days would end, and then I'd get my paycheck. And then one day it sat with me. Like if I'd been working on my own business, I'd still be able to get the money that I worked. Like I would still be getting the benefits of what I worked for every day. It would compound. You know what I mean? It's like, what if you grew plants and you grew plants for somebody else? So you sat there and you put the seeds in, you watered them every day, and then you went home. And then they got to eat all the vegetables that you grew. They got to see all the flowers. And you didn't. But you did all the work planting, so why wouldn't you go plant for yourself? And so that's what I started asking myself while I was working for other people. It didn't make any sense to me. I said, I'm never going to be able to keep that wealth internally that I've given back to the universe. I need that. That's mine. I deserve that back. You see what I'm saying? Shout out to the 800 people here on the live. 162 likes. That's what you do for me. That's the smack in the face. No, I'm just joking around. I thank you so much for the 164 people that did take the considerate moment to hit that like button. That's very nice and considerate of you. Good karma to those people, too. Just being awesome. But you can see we have less people here. Let's get the likes up to the watchers. I would greatly appreciate it. So we need a break back above this 200 SMA on the 7-minute. If we can do that, we can get a move back to the upside here and start some fireworks. Target could take us back to 69.5, 69.4, and we would just be back to business as usual. This is a beautiful divergence. You don't use the wicks in divergence. So that was a divergence right there, right? And it was a liquidation event. All right. And I'm saying we're guaranteed to go to the upside. No, look, we have some resistance to break, and then we got to get back above this level here. 67,900 back into the 68. We have a lot of pressure. See, a lot of buying and selling in this zone, which tells you that that's a very hard zone to break. It's a big chunky node. All right. Can we continue to the upside is the question. Can the 7-minute give us some love? So we just got a nice little short squeeze. I just kind of discussed it. Bit of a cup and handle here that could break to the upside. Smaller version of the scalp. If you're not willing to go all the way here, looks like it could take us somewhere to 68,051. All right. New Great Depression to a 30-day year, 2025. Storage chart. How does the support look like? I'm closing some of my positions now because Bitcoin dominance is going to hit 61 before falling down. I deliked and then reliked. I love you. I see what you did there. So we went over what I believe is opportunity. I talked about coins that are strong. All right. Let's take a look at Bitcoin dominance. And so we went over this. Look, we made this flag. We talked about the fact that Bitcoin dominance was in a beautiful, tight channel, and it was above the 200 SMA. All the things that I go for, tight moving averages in an ascending channel. You see me play this many, many times in my life on altcoins, Bitcoin, all sorts of coins. Everyone, if you want me to go over a coin, hit a super chat just so I can see it easily and quickly. All right. Head on over to the fan funding here, and I'll take a look. Shout out to Busta Crypto. Shout out to gifting 1 membership, 2 memberships. Thank you so much. Sarasota, Sammy Cup and Hattie, see you around town. I can't wait to see you around town. Like, you're going to bump into me. You're going to see me. It's a smaller town, so you're definitely going to bump into me. You're going to be like, there's Cup and Hattie. I'm probably going to bump into people that recognize me in Florida. It's going to be awesome. I'm excited. I can't wait for a new life. I'm just excited to see who I meet and what we're going to do. So only time could tell what's going to happen to our lives. But, we put our best foot forward, and, moving to Florida is going to be an absolute amaze. So what goes up must come down. The 8-hour got extremely bullish away from the 21. That's a little pullback here for Bitcoin dominance, suggesting we could get a little love here for the altcoins. So it could go sideways and just, but I'd look for a little bit of a pullback here. Likely will continue. I don't see why it won't. Bitcoin dominance, when Bitcoin goes to 90, 100,000, people are going to think it's just the Bitcoin. It's going to be the Bitcoin show again. Remember when Bitcoin went from 20,000 to 40,000? It was the Bitcoin show. All right. Yeah, once Pi cycle top indicates I'm out. Yes, exactly. I'm going to be using the Pi cycle top. You know what I mean? Let me show you how to use the Pi cycle top real quick. I'm going to be nice to you guys on this Saturday morning and show you something that I don't normally show. You guys are getting some exclusive lifer sauce right now that you can't get anywhere else. You just can't. That's why you got to be unique so the algorithm has to feed you because the uniqueness that you bring. Become a unique individual. Do the right thing, right? Be unique. Hold on, what's going on here? There we go. All right. So we're going to go to the weekly here on logarithmic. See, this is regular. This is logarithmic. You need to be on logarithmic. I also have the stock to flow, which nails if you look at the stock to flow, it's pretty interesting. It has nailed the bottom every time. This time we went lower than the stock to flow said, but now we're matching the stock to flow, which is usually the lowest you can go. When the stock to flow and price action are at the same level, you don't get any lower than that. You see that? Stock to flow says we could get somewhere up to $216,000. That's the top. You see how that top will align pretty close to see this top here. Bang, we crossed over, and you usually get higher than the top. So every time, look, I'm showing you the stock to flow right now, which some people have said doesn't work, but I appreciate it anyway for what it is. I'm going to take it off the screen in a second. And let me just remove the Pi cycle. So look, see the stock to flow is this line here. I'm going to turn it like a different color, maybe yellow or something. So, it's been pretty good. Here, it said it was going to go this high, went a little higher. It called the bottom. Here, it said we are going to get this high, went almost exactly that high. It called the bottom. Here, it said we get this high, and it said we would get to low of like 60,000. We went way lower than that, right? Didn't call the bottom there. But, almost every time, this is going to be the high, if not higher, on the stock to flow, on these peaks. And so you're looking at a $244,000 peak for Bitcoin. And I'll tell you what, let me get rid of the stock to flow now. This blue line is also very, very interesting. We are going to hit this blue line. We've hit it every single rally. So in my humble opinion, we will hit the blue line here on the Pi Cycle rainbow chart. Like, we're going to hit it. So if we hit the blue line, right, that's $225,000. Now, some could say we won't hit the blue line. This is the most diminishing return. We're starting to kind of falter here. One thing I will say is it does start to resemble like a bearish div that I've seen where things start to collapse. You know what I mean? I don't, I'm not trying to, but I'm just showing my traditional TA, but that is on logarithmic. When we look at it on the regular scale, that's not true. So, and I've never backtested logarithmic chart for 10 years, so I don't have data on that. We're going to look at ONDO. That's a strong coin right now for sure. So 67,487. We're struggling. That means we did not get back above the 7-minute 200. So now I know my signal did not flash, so I'm just in waiting. All right? I'm in waiting. So I'm going to now slap on the Pi Cycle chart, right? Every time this green line and this red line decide to get very, very close, and whenever we get the initial cross, like once this one's on top, you got to be out of the market, right? It called the top right there absolutely perfectly. I even made a video about this when we were here, and I said we're going to get out there. You would have still at least sold the top for Bitcoin, even if the double top came. We traded awesome altcoins. We made a lot of big moves here in this little rally. So this rally was huge. We made a lot of money in this rally. And there was hidden bullish divergence, and it was a 618 Fibonacci retracement that told me it was likely going to happen. I wonder if you can even pull the fib here. Yeah, see how it hit the 618, even on the logarithmic? It's just crazy. And it bounced right off the golden pocket. That's when I knew we had to go in. It was too much of a coincidence. So I decided to take that. So every time this crosses, boom. And I made a video about this a long time ago. So let me show you. Look, you can watch Siesta Key Beach. I'm obsessed with it right now. I'm going to be there in the morning every day running on the beach. You're going to see me. There he is. Hey, Sammy. I'm like, what's up, man? Yo, my life is going to be so different from a cold day in Boston looking out a gray window to the beautiful sunny days. I'm excited for my new life, man. Look at that. One of the most beautiful beaches in the world. 20 minutes from my house. I feel like I'm so blessed, man. I'm wondering if I'm going to make it there. It seems like heaven. I'm like, will I ever get to heaven? You know what I mean? I like people like Crypto Gains called this out already. Where's my Pi Cycle top indicator? Just wish I could. My team has this video. I made 3,000 videos, right? I made this video 3 years ago. So like I've been using this for a long time. Let's see. Swear I said something about an exit plan, like. Anyway, I know when I'm going to be getting out, and the Pi Cycle chart is when I'm going to be getting out. It's like the best cycle. So anyway, I made a video about it, I think 3 years ago, something like this. My team will find it for me, and I'll show it to you guys tonight on the live stream, right? Anyway, yeah, let's get back into it. Whatever, I mean, I don't make the rules, all right? I like this wick to the upside here. I like this cup and handle. Let's take a look at our 1 minute. Are we making a bit of a flag? We are. 1 minute is above the 200 in a bit of a flag. I like it. I'm going to take that trade. Hold up. Let's see here on my futures. Let's say. I don't trade when I want to. I trade when the charts tell me that I have to due to a system that I've placed, right? And that's how you know you're gaining more skills in trading when, like, you don't trade on emotion. You trade on actual just technical analysis. Like, if the TA looks right or, feels right, you take it. If it doesn't, you don't take it, right? So the stochastics are low on the 1. The 5-minute is above its 200. Look what happened right when the 1 minute got above the 200. Bang, right? You see that? You get these crazy moves. And I'm getting this little bit of a pullback right now, some chop. Saturday also is not my favorite day to trade, I'll tell you that. 9 out of 10 times I will not trade Saturday, even if I desire to. I don't do what I desire. I just do what the probabilities are. The probabilities are better if I only trade Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, hardcore, right? But I like this trade, and with my stop loss below the 200 SMA, it looks like a decent scalp with the 7-minute about to make that move. 67,944 would be my target. My stop loss would be 67,351. And I'll full port that at 150 to 337 on this smaller idea here. And so I'll take this trade, see what happens on the flag. The stochastics are in my favor. We're above the 200. The 21 crossed. Everything suggests that I will easily take money out of this trade, right? So effortless trade. Like, definitely I'm already green. See, that's how you make $13 in 2 seconds. But again, some people actually have to work for an hour to make $15 an hour, right? Look, we just made it in literally a half a second. Isn't that crazy? Printing money. But anyway, we'll see what happens. We do have to get above resistance. Let's see if we get the follow through on it. And then we're going to go back to our 7-minute and make sure the 7-minute gets back above the 200 SMA. Who else gives you who else shows you the pi cycle chart on a mass scale while they're jumping back into a futures trade? Like, nobody does that. You won't see that anywhere else. Anyway, but that's why, and again, there's YouTubers that do things I don't do, right? We're all unique and special. God made us all special and unique. Blessings to everybody out here in the world. So what's going to happen is Bitcoin's going to rip. Looks like we're going to hit the blue line. I feel like we've always hit the blue line every time. If we hit the blue line a little earlier than normal, the top will be 236,000. We've hit the blue line every time. So I must assume that we will hit the blue line. You see, we've never not hit the blue line. This would be the first rally if we go to 150,000, 180,000 that we don't hit the blue line. So to me, it almost suggests that yes, we must hit the blue line. You know what I mean? But again, what do you guys think? Will we hit the blue line or not? All right. I got to ask you guys, will we hit the blue line or not? What do you think? And even if you look at the pi cycle, you can see we're in a bull flag that wants to break to the upside. Again, once you get above the green line, that's when, things start to really heat up too. And you're getting very close to the green line. You see, you're hitting it. So look what happens first. You hit the green line, so we're right here. Look, you hit the green line. Right before the green line, a massive move comes when you're hitting the green line. Let's go back to when we hit the green line again. You could say right here we got rejected by it, bounced off the red, and then right there we were about to hit it, boom. Got a kind of a, crazy pullback. Once we got above it there, boom. And you can see how we used it, very similar to a 200 SMA in a way. Look at our last rally when we started. Here's the green line, and we were gone. So being on or towards the green line, unless you're in the bear, you kind of have one more dip. But when you're in the upward succession like we are now, I mean, that tells you that, look, $143, and we would rip all the way to 1,300, did a 10x. Bitcoin would 10x from October 7th to November 25th. In such a small, it makes big moves. October to November, big part of the rally, right? Here we are again. Where's the big part of the rally? October to November, huge part of the bull market. You see that? Here's our next rally. Where's the big part of the rally? October through November, but December carries over into February, right? And that's kind of how we had this extended rally. So, and then you see that June, July of 2024, September right here, October. And, we're in that blue line. It suggests that we would have to be somewhere at 280. So this is the time period we would be in. October 4th, right? So this is the time period. I'm just going on some key ideas, some bigger ideas here. All right. And the idea is, the blue line has never not been hit. So if that's the time frame, and this is where the blue line would be, because we can see it's going to follow this trajectory, then it's telling you that there's going to be about a $290,000, $300,000 Bitcoin. I'm not, again, there's the idea that's what Wall Street wants because they're going to be selling at you at 150. But maybe people are going to sell 150 and miss the next second leg of this pump. All I'm telling you is we've hit the blue line every time. Do you think we hit the blue line? Let's give a poll here. Will we hit the blue line on the pi cycle? Or on the will we hit the blue line on the logarithm? Man, I'm not going to try to spell. Will we hit the blue line? Do you guys think we'll hit the blue line? Yes or no? I'll just start a poll here. It's been a while since I had a poll going. Will we hit the blue line? Yes or no? Let me know. All right. Perpetual doing well, right? You're up $27 already. I give you a live trade here on the 9. So I also gave you a live trade on the 9s here. You're up $31, 3%. If you only used $800, if you used any more, you're up even more than that. I'm the king of 3%. I told you that. I can get 3% any day of the week, any moment in the day, Again, if you can constantly make 3%, you can print money. All right. So this guy's advantageous. He says we're going to the red band. I mean, that would be insanity if we went to the red band. And look, let's see if our 7-minute is going to breach. Yeah, our 7-minute got above the 200. That is a signal for me, a huge signal that we're going to get a bit of a move here. So if we can hold above the 200 on the 7-minute time frame, we're in for a nice little move to the upside here. Where would we be going? We would be going back to the 15-minute 200 SMA. This is where I'd be looking to take some profits. Likely today at 69,000. So I think I'm going to move my entry up. But this looks lovely. The 15-minute is about to blast too. And honestly, it's hard. This is difficult to see. Let me show you something else that's going to be a little bit of a stretch for you in your mind here. Let's take a look at the MEXC chart. Delete everything. Go to the 15-minute. We have fun with TA, don't we here? Technical analysis is so fun. But if we really break this down, to me, it's kind of got shoulder, shoulder, head, shoulder, shoulder. It's a bit of a complex head and shoulder. It's hard to see, but I envision it as such. And we're likely to pump all the way to this 200 SMA now. And look at the gap of the VRVP. I see us closing it back to 70,080. Once we get above this, so what I can do is I can take profits when we hit the 200. Then once we get back above it again here on the 15, I'll re-enter the trade and take it back up through. And then I got this gap of the VRVP pushing me. So I just gave you a live trade like I do all the time, effortlessly, because I have a system that I've backtested for literally 10 years or more, thousands of hours. And when I say boom, Bitcoin says how ha. You know what I mean? That's a beautiful bull pennant too. Kind of flag that wants to break to the upside, and you're getting above the 200 on the 7-minute. I've backtested that idea over and over again. Again, this could easily turn red and we could jump to the downside. A professional trader knows that the market could do anything it wants at any given moment in time. All right. Thanks, Crypto Live. You're the best. Sam, bring your family to Orlando. Most longer-term time frame fib retracement and extensions are bearish. Says you. Yeah, but what you just did is you just did I'm going to walk 1,000 miles. But you're not going to look at what's happening right in front of you. So the longer-term fib retracement and extensions are bearish. 100%. I've written that already. I've shown you guys where we could go. I've talked about it every single day on the live. But, so, yeah. But you got to look at the smaller time frames first. You see what I mean? So, we are at a resistance too. We may not get back above these key levels. So, let's see what happens. All right. But when the moving averages get tight and you breach at 200, you're likely going to get a move. All right. You guys are trying to go against my strategy. I don't have a strategy. I'm showing you the facts of markets. You can backtest everything I teach you for a thousand. Everyone thinks I'm not showing you really my sauce per se. I'm showing you the sauce that I just found. It's like when you learn math, 2 + 2 is 4, and you show somebody, look, 2 of these equals 4. They're like, oh, that's great. What you just taught, what you showed me. Like it's not mine. You know what I mean? Look, we couldn't get back above resistance there either. The second we lose this 200 SMA, I'll cut the trade off. Congrats on your move to Sarasota. I'm up in Tampa area, but my sister and her husband are chiropractors there. Wish you the best, brother. Shout out to Mike Miller, man. Dude, I need a chiropractor, so I'd love to come check it out. Now we start to see all the paper hands who sold yesterday. This is hilarious. Yeah. Any comments on Iran? Just fired a missile. I mean, The powers that be obviously want us at war. They want to reduce the population to 2 billion. I mean, that's the Georgia Guidestones, right? If you don't know what the Georgia Guidestones are, I think they're gone now. But these were 2 stones that were sit there hanging out. And the Guidestones were damaged from a bombing from a vandal. And the debris in the Guidestones were removed by the local government later that day. In late July, announced plans to rebuild the monument. However, on August 8th, Albert County Board of Commissioners voted to denote the remains of the monument to Alberton Granite Association and returned 5 acres of land on which the monument was erected to its previous owner. But the Georgia Guidestones, and they had some really cryptic descriptions in them. Anyway, you can figure that out, do your own deep dive, right, and have some fun with that if you like. Wow, bro, that's crazy. So good to be well-educated. Yeah. They were damaged by lightning. Interesting. I appreciate each and every single one of you. God bless you. The Fibonacci's are for amateurs. 200 SMA all the way every day. I love you. The Fibonacci's are not. Don't put down Fibonacci. Fibonacci's amazing. I get you though. The 200 SMA is amazing. I mean, if you backtest it and use it to your advantage, but we shouldn't tell everybody. I kind of want to I think I'm going to go into hiding in a few years and not tell a soul. And whoever knew, and then we're just going to, you know what I mean? I don't want everybody to know how great it is. Iran war isn't happening. Rate cuts aren't happening. Bitcoin to the top this summer with SPY up massively. Cash out. Wait for the massive correction in a year. Cheap real estate, baby. Q1, Q2, 2025. See, what's going to happen is Bitcoin's going to top out. The market's going to crash. We're going to get out with boatloads of cash, right? The dollar will get a little spike. And like he said, we'll have strong dollar, weak Bitcoin at the time. You know what I mean? This will be 2024, 2025. And then what we're going to do, we're going to buy real estate. It's Bitcoin is positioned perfectly for you to create long-term wealth into real estate. You buy in the bear. You wait for it to flow. Then usually we get, then that's when they start rate high. That's when things get tight. Also, they price out the competition. Most people don't have the money. So you will have the money, but no one else will. It's sad, I know. But they didn't listen. They wanted to listen to the news. You didn't. You wanted to listen to YouTube and do your own research. You find your own education. All right? Figs are so important in a phase of price discovery. I never use fibs in price discovery ever for any reason, and I nail it. And I know that's crazy because I was taught fib extension. But I've hit every single, and I know you think I'm nuts, and I shouldn't say it. Just watch. But when Solana, because I don't want to talk myself up so much, man. But listen, when Solana had a huge move here, its first move in the last rally, right? I never used the fib extension, not once. I never had to. You know what I mean? Why? How did I know exactly where Solana was going? Let me show you. And you'll see what happened. So Solana came down here. I call these half a cup and handies, if you've ever watched me before. So we had our half a cup and handle. The only reason I use fibs is for fib extent is for retracement, right? Because I know when to buy at the 618, right? Once I get my 618, I pull my flag. I go my length of my pole. And it told me Solana was on the way, right? To $100. So I knew right here that Solana was going to 100. But then it consolidated right here and made another flag. Right? Again, no fib extensions needed at all. You see what I mean? Once we got here, we started to consolidate. You take profit. When the 21 and the 200 are far apart, that's a high fib extension. So if you know how to use the moving averages, you don't need fib extensions. You get it? Because a fib extension would come when we're moving. I've done it all, man. My mind has gone. I'm more hyperactive than most people, stimulating into the mental state. And so my mind does this. And so when someone would put in 10 hours, I'll put in 17. When someone would put in 18, I'll put in 24. You guys see me. I sleep 2 hours a night sometimes. I have hyperactive disorder. It's obvious. But again, instead of being a weirdo like I used to be, and people look at me like I was strange, I put it into researching. I put it into grinding. And so look, I grabbed this flag here, this little flag here, and it tells me that my next move is to the upside. Bang. If I sell right there, it consolidates again. I then find my next move, right? Gets me to here. And then we consolidate into the next flag. Then I take my next flag. I never used one fib extension, right? Then I took this one, and I found that we were in a falling wedge. I'll delete it all for you again. And I'm going to do this for every asset that you've ever seen. And then look, I found the falling wedge. And what did I find? I found hidden bullish divergence. You'll see me go, oh, guys, it's swinging up while this is swinging down. I said, we're likely going to get one more move to the upside. Then I'm going to pull a Fibonacci. And I'm going to have hidden bullish at the 786. This is what I teach you guys over and over again. And then I'm going to say the next move is the measured move. And we're going to hit exactly 214. And that's exactly what we do. Like, I do this over and over again. I figured out the algorithm. And again, then we're going to find what? Bearish divergence. The 21 away from the 200, and I'm going to say hey, that doesn't look too good. And you're going to say if we lose this, if you lose this, so look high. If you break this low on the right side, then you're, and then we're on our way to the downside. Then I'm going to talk about losing the 200 SMA. All right. But then look, so here you go now. So now you make this flag. You pull the fib from this extension here. You see that we came to the 618 golden pocket. You begin to buy again. You take the measured move. It tells you where you're likely going to go yet again. Like this is clockwork. All right. So I never used the fib extension once, and I was able to nail every single place that Solana was going all the way until the rally ended. But again, you guys do whatever makes you want. You know what I mean? Good time to enter a long for Bitcoin now. I'm in a long for Bitcoin. I opened up a trade you're obviously late to the stream. We already opened up a trade live in front of you guys. And we're up in the trade. We're up 5% already in front of you guys. You guys can say whatever you want. Like we won if you move your stop loss to break even, you can't lose this trade. I showed you when you get above the 200 SMA on the 7-minute, you're likely going to the upside. I've backtested this for over 10 years. So you can fight me on it all you want. I'm just giving you the facts. And this is likely to continue. We're about to get a further move here. I like what I'm seeing for the trade. Target actually could be raised a little bit to 68,000. All right. And again, Bitcoin could do anything. It could turn around and dump in my face right now. Just the odds are unlikely based on the tight moving averages and you're above the 200 SMA. All right. And look, we're already winning the trade here. I just showed you how to make $50 in literally a half an hour. I don't know what more you want from me. I had the guts to put my money down to show you how it happens. And I know that at any moment in time, it may not go right, but this is happening. I mean, look at that nice green candle to the upside now. Either you get down with my system or my system will crush you. I know that sounds horrible to say, but I've backtested it too much. All right. I put in too much work. All right. We need this flush in the alts for Bitcoin to go higher and provide us with true alt season later. Having is sell the news, take profit, go short. No way. It is not. Having is not sell the news. I would never say anything like that. Anyway, everybody, I love you. I got to jump out of here for the day. This is just a quick 1 hour update for the morning to show you what's happening. I'll be inside the trading group. We'll have some fun. Shout out to all my lifers that know what's up, that are strong and sticking together. Shout out to everybody here that's awesome. Found out that Coinbase has illegally been tracked and hacking my phone, watching everyone on my keystrokes, and in turn manipulating prices of certain assets. The evidence is hard and long. You sound like an insane man. You sound like you're insane, my friend. Rob, I love you, but that sounds absolutely ridiculous, my friend. All right. But you never know. I'm open-minded that anything is possible, but yeah. Yeah, they're spending thousands of dollars to track just you and make sure. Look at this huge candle to the upside. I mean, did we not tell you we were going up? You should be in the gains now, up $100 now. I mean, now you can go to dinner today. Now you can go to dinner tonight, right? I'm just saying. And that's a nice scalp. And so what you can always do, if you'd like, is you can go here, bring this to 50. You can close the long, all right? Take 50% off the table, like I just did there, right? And then you can move your stop loss to break even if you so choose. And now you can't lose the trade, all right? And you've already realized gains. How good does that feel? All right? And you can go from there. And then you can just you bring this up. And now literally you can't lose this trade. Your stop loss is at break even and you've already taken profits. If we continue up throughout the day, we'll nail it. So you do whatever makes you happy. I just solidified a gain, showed you how we did it, showed you how to nail it. And I do it all the time. Every single day here on the channel, and you're pumping to the upside. I gave you the sauce. I gave you the greenery. What else more do you want, baby? What else more do you want? All right. Sam, been here since Pancake Hoodie days. Always believed you. Amen. Sam, you always back what you say. Good day, Sammy. Shout out to Tommy G, man. All I need is 8X, and I'll be $250,000. Change my life forever. For bless you, lifer. Thanks you. You're going to get there if you put your mind to it. You're going to get there if you put your mind to it, my friend. Everybody, I got to jump out for the day. Thank you so much for being here. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Let's go, baby. Let's stay motivated. We are the opportunity. So much is coming our way. Today is going to be the best day of your life. I'm telling you right now. Get rid of the negative people. Can I get your Discord signal group for free? I will make a couple thousand right now, and I'm struggling with my capital. No, nothing is free, my friends. Nothing is free. Shout out to everybody here on the live. Thank you for jumping on in. Honestly, a beggar is the worst thing that I don't like people begging, man. Because you know what? Begging tells the universe that you lack. You just told the whole universe that you lack. You don't want to tell the universe you lack. You want to tell the universe you're amazing and more should be coming to you. You should pray right now for gratitude that you have blessings in your life and more will come. All right? Super chat, ONDO. Let's take a look at ONDO before I get out of here as we continue to pump to the upside. We told you this thing is moaning. We gave you the live trade here on a Saturday morning. We don't take days off because I know I can provide you the knowledge that's going to help you make gains. I know I can help people make a bunch of money today with my sauce because it works. Look at it working. Come on now. Look at that move to the upside, baby. Bang, 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 bang. You can't stop the sauce, even if you try. We do this every single day. Who here is up in the game right now? Who here is up in the game? Put a 333 in the comment if you made gains with me on a Saturday morning while most people are taking the day off. We work 7 days a week. This is no joke. Let's go. I'll teach you how to stay motivated. I'll teach you how to stay disciplined. I'll teach you how to go after your dreams. I'll teach you how to build yourself up. I'll teach you how to rebuild your subconscious mind and believe that you can do anything that you put your mind to. You will become an amazing individual. You are amazing. What are you waiting for? Jump on into the trading group today and, just change your life. Let me pin this comment section. See, once I don't have my team, man, I need my team every single day, man. But I think I got Stack holding me down. I go to my Stack, and Stack's got me. Stack, I love you, brother. Yeah, that pizza is hot. Pizza is hot right now. I'm telling you right now, pizza is hot. See what that man just said? Yo, pizza is hot. Yeah, somehow this, the link isn't full, though. Yeah, I need Lakochi, anyone out there? Is any of my team out there? Is anyone out there on my team that could post the pin link, the pin comment? I need the pinned comment. I lost 500 yesterday in the flash crash. Been up an hour, and I made it back almost. Amen. Amen. Look, we're pumping to the upside nicely right now for Bitcoin, and we called it for you. We got to a high of 67,793. That thing's getting eaten up. And we're going to squeeze these shorts to the upside, baby. Let's take a look at Bookmap. Link in the description of Bookmap. Stack McChange doing it for me. Stack, though, it doesn't look like the MEXC link is correct, man. See how it says invite C and it's not full. The MEXC link don't look correct to me. That's the problem with that. I could be wrong, but it doesn't look like the MEXC link is working. I could be wrong, though. I don't know. I guess it's the same. Thank you, Lakochi. Thank you, Stack McChange. I'm going to keep the longs open all day. It might recover yesterday's candle. Very well. We could go all the way back, man. Look at the short squeeze happening right now here for Bookmap. It's showing us liquidity to the upside, too. Now we got a bar at 68,000. And now we got a guy up here at 68.5 telling us, hey, we might go to 68.5. We got some liquidity here building above us here for Bookmap. These are actual liquidations. We're watching people get liquidated on the market in real time. You can't do this anywhere else, only here. You got to absolutely love Bookmap. It's amazing. Shout out to my people at Bookmap. We love you. We appreciate you. You get a commission. I do get a commission if you get into Bookmap, but all the links below do give me a commission. And shout out to our channel sponsors, iTrust Capital. iTrust Capital is the place where you could build long-term wealth inside of a retirement account. Buy and sell crypto, gold, and silver with your IRA. Transfer your existing IRA or start a new one. Roll over your 401k, TSP, 403b, 457, and more. Get the tax advantages, low cost, no monthly fee, and you can buy gold and silver and crypto 24/7. it's the place to be. I Trust Capital, I'm telling you right now. Featured on Forbes, Barron's, Bloomberg, Business Insider, Investopedia, CoinDesk, and more. And my channel, right? And the link right over there is the QR code if you want to check it out. I Trust Capital, we appreciate you. Also, your taxes are getting done. Or are they? If you're like, maybe you're not doing them because you're nervous. Maybe you don't know what's happening. Maybe you're trying to blow it off. I wouldn't do that. Go to decrypted.tax and book a free consultation below. Earn 25% off the standard pricing for full tax services and preparation by mentioning you heard about us from Sammy. You know, say, hey, Sammy sent me, Crypto Lifer sent me, and they're going to hook you up. I'm telling you right now, decrypted.tax is here to blow your mind. Get a free consultation today and earn 25% off the standard pricing. Bang, bang, bang. All right. Let's talk about our baby AERO. And, you know, I kept it real with my crew. I kept it real with you guys. I could have looked at my portfolio. I lost over $1 million in unrealized gains yesterday, right? I didn't sell it on paper. $1 million. This guy's talking about you never talk about your losses. I told my whole trading group I lost over $1 million. Like, what are you talking about? I don't talk about my losses. The first thing I did is say, yo, I got beat for $1 million. You know what I mean? It is what it is when the account's up big. Look, this is, to me, on its way back to the upside. Back to $2, banging on them. We're right back where we started. I see 261 coming for AERO, so you do whatever makes you happy. And again, I can't lose money on the trade, you know? AERO's entering hyperspeed. It's my birthday. Thanks for everything you do for us, Sammy. Shout out to you, man. Timmy B. Happy birthday, my friend. Happy birthday. Let's take a look at ONDO. And ONDO's hot, too. Like, having a bag of ONDO is super important. Look, ONDO dipped and is right back where it started. So you want to pay attention to coins that are really where they were just 2 days ago. April 8th, April 9th, April 10th. Look at this, April 2nd. This thing hasn't budged. So you know ONDO's going to be big and hot, and ONDO really is the one. So I am loading up on ONDO. I see an 86% gain coming for ONDO. 4-hour time frame about to blast to the upside. Honestly, you didn't even lose the 200 SMA on the 4-hour time frame. You tried to in a bearish move. That's a very bullish sign that ONDO is going to move to the upside. It's almost like, I can't say it's a guarantee because nothing in trading is, but you know, this is the closest, you know, likely 86% gain that I can see in the whole market. ONDO is hot right now. Real world assets are hot right now. You do whatever makes you happy, but I attempt to not waste your time, focus, and energy. And I want to put your focus and energy on what will be the highest, most probable idea based on the math. I'm a math man. Everything I do is based on math. So the charts that I show you today in this smaller live stream are based on math. You know, target is 146 for ONDO, and you could do the math yourself. The whole market dumps. A lot of coins are down, and this thing is just right back where it was just 2 weeks ago. Still inside of a bull flag above the 200 SMA with low stochastics. The daily's ready to rock too. You see what I'm saying? Do you have hidden bullish divergence? You kind of do. I mean, this isn't that strong of a move up, and this is a very strong move up. So, ONDO, baby. Once ONDO breaks $1, look for it to moon to 146. ONDO, and you can get ONDO on Coinbase. It's super easy to grab, right? So you do whatever makes you happy, my friends. What about Caspa, baby? Caspa, baby, Caspa. Not to be confused with Casta. Not even close. So look at Caspa. It never lost its key zone. Previous support as resistance held. So Caspa's still bullish to me as well. Daily made a reset, maybe need to reset a bit, but this 4-hour looks good to me. I would watch Caspa in this emerging cup and handle, hanging out near that golden pocket. Perfect time to accumulate Caspa before it gets on its next big run to the upside. I would keep Caspa on the radar. Thank you so much for bringing up Caspa on the live. And I got to keep you guys motivated. Everyone gets too devastated in these downtimes and gets in their head. You're the opportunity. The world is full of opportunity if you believe in that. You got to stay positive. You got to build yourself up. We must believe that we can, we will, we are the best, baby. Stay away from negative people. Remove them from your life. Okay? Remove negative people and situations. Anyone that's dragging you down, get rid of the baggage. You don't need the baggage. All right? I never heard of this coin, PYI. But it's definitely coming down to a 786 retracement. I mean, that's a perfect time to be getting in if it's going to pump again. If you like the project, I'd have to research it and deep dive it. The TA says you're on your way back to the upside to 37. Just if you kind of zoom out to boom out. But you never know. Anything is possible. Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. Let me take a look at these fan funding real fast. Good morning, Mike Miller. We love you. Remember, on your way down south to visit Buckley's Travel Stop and get one of the BBQ brisket sandwiches. They're great. Well, I'm going to be flying and shipping stuff. I'm not going to be driving, so I don't think I'm going to be able to go. But unless Buckley's is somewhere near me, you know. Take a look at VeChain. VeChain has some big news with UFC. If you didn't understand that, right? Remember when VeChain was Ven? It was VEN when I started, right? So it makes sense that VeChain would be holding its own a little bit here and just getting more sideways. VeChain has big news with UFC, so I don't know how that news doesn't carry it over. I remember getting into VeChain at 2 cents back in the day, baby. My VeChain, man. Who would have thought, right? Went to 27 cents. I see it going to probably 50 cents. I see a 10x out of VeChain in this rally, maybe a little more. VeChain looks like it's about to do some damage as well. Once it breaks back above 52, so look for the breakout in the retest. Bang. That's what I teach my students. Look for that retest of 50. I'm just feeling the energy right now. I love what I do for a living. I love going live. I love hanging out with you, each and every one of you. I'm so passionate about teaching and sharing knowledge. Knowledge is the best. If we all shared knowledge at an obsessive rate, think about how amazing the human race would be. And we actually do with Google and the way the internet works. We do share knowledge at an excessive rate. Not everybody, but most people. They're dumbing down the youth as best they can, but I'm smarting them up as best I can. So, you know, we're going to continue to make gains, everybody. We love you. We appreciate you. All right, everyone, I got to jump out here for the day. Blessings on blessings. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, 4chan. Now, people keep talking about 4chan. I do see it making a bit of a, everyone's like, well, where did all the other coins came from? They came from 4chan. Oh, you know. Now, I don't know, is it 4chan for Wrapped ETH? Is it 4chan on Sol? I'd say it's this one with the volume, but the volume's very low. $5 million market cap. Huge spike ups a couple times. I don't know, maybe not. Everyone wants me to say it's going to be good because I've made so many calls. They're like, if he says it's good, then people want me, people get pissed. So what will happen is, I don't know this, but a dev will come on my live stream that made the project. He won't say that that's him. He'll put it out there. Then I'll say, yeah, I'm not getting into it. This happened to me the other day. Then I get he somehow finds me on Telegram and DMs me, and he's like, hey, man, you really just flooded my project. Like, that project, you kind of just destroyed it. And look, we're up $90 on this secondary call here to the upside. I gave you such a beautiful trade. You can't hate. You can't say a word. I showed you exactly how to get in, where to put the stop loss, where to take profits, where to move the stop loss to break even. Pay yourself. You're up already. What else can I do for you guys? All right? What else can I do with you guys? Everybody, I love you. I appreciate you. And I'm out for the day. You have a wonderful time. Enjoy yourselves. I'll be in the trading group having fun with my 99. If you want to jump on in, I suggest you join the trading group. How do you do that? You go to the pinned comments here at the top. Will we hit the blue line? 70 people said yes. 25% said no. But come here to CryptoLifer.com. Thank you, Stack and Lysergic. And thank you, Stack and my man, Lakochi. So join today. Get the education you deserve from someone that hasn't taken a day off in over 1,000 days and gives you every single thing you need. I'm not going to leave you high and dry just because it's my birthday. I'm not going to leave you high and dry because I'm at dinner parties. I'm always going to be here for you. Your $3 a day has me locked into you. I love you. I want to make sure you win like we're winning right now at 67,800. Put your email address, consent to our beautiful newsletter. Get 2 newsletters a week too, not just one. And so join today. Gain an education and find financial freedom. I'm telling you right now, you'd be making gains with us right now to the upside, right? With a nice $100, help your day. And I only used $400 to do it. It's not like I'm using tons of money. I used $400, and I already took profit, so I'm already up $50. You know what I mean? So this is a $150 trade. So anyway, you do you. I'll do me. But if I can help you in some way, shape, or form, I hope I can. I'm looking for Bitcoin to get to 68,000, possibly all the way back to 69 today too. Remember, on the bigger picture, we're looking to get to the... So look, and I told you, once the 7-minute broke that 200, we were going to go. And now we're looking for the 15-minute 200 SMA. This gap is about to get closed. Look for this gap to be closed here. That's what I'm looking for. That's the sauce. So I'm looking for this in the 15-minute time frame. All right. Wow, you're the man, dude. Stack McChange, you're unbelievable. Like, so thorough, it's ridiculous. You're going to have to be, I love you, Stack. Thank you, brother. And can I pin my own comments now? Remember, I couldn't for days. Yeah, I can. I could replace the pin message with my own comment. But everybody, we love you. We appreciate you. We thank you so much for being here. Look for this gap to close here. We got to get above this resistance, too. If we don't get above resistance, it's not happening. The resistance is 67,928, 67,900. We break above that, we're likely going to close the gap, and our next big move is to 70,250. Again, you have to remember the whole world is priced out of Bitcoin. All right? They all got their paychecks, too, Friday night, and now their checks are clearing in the morning. And what are they going to do? They're going to be like, well, if I don't buy Bitcoin now, I may never get a chance. And then they missed 65,000. Now it's 67. They're like, damn, I wanted 65, but my check didn't clear. You understand? There's so many people that sat on the sidelines that didn't get the prices that they want, that they don't know what to do. That is in our favor, my friends. Remember, we are already in the market. When you're already in the market, you benefit from the FOMO of people that are jumping back in or don't, just that fear, that emotion that pushes them. I love you all. I appreciate you all. I'll see you tonight at 8 p.m. God bless everybody for having a wonderful time with me. Thank you so much for being here in the charts, looking at all this fun stuff that we did and getting a live trade. We made some gains. So I appreciate you. I'll see you tonight. Maybe we'll make some gains tonight on another short squeeze. Blessings on blessings. Shout out to my whole crew, Stack McChange, Lakochi Coker, and everybody that helped me through, and all you beautiful people that showed up, gave gifted stuff, super chats, and just joined the stream. We love you. We appreciate you, and we'll see you tonight at 8 p.m.